Okay, people.
Well,
Hello, everybody. Now everybody's gone home. Only took us 45 minutes. I said to Graham, how'd you do that? And he's gone, I don't know. I said, just a minute. Just watch me trying to talk to you and do two things at once. I'll just get...
I think it was a privacy setting.
Yeah.
Everything looked okay, but clearly you didn't like it.
Okay. I don't know whether or not anyone's going to pick it up. Oh, Terry, hi, Carrie. Hi, Di.
There is someone there.
Rhonda. Tell me you can see me.
We'll come back to that.
Oh, thank you, Veronica. I just said, come back. Hi, Yvonne. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Now, I'm going to do the most astonishing thing. Do you think you could give the channel a thumbs for Sue, not me? Hey?
You didn't say anything. You were laughing.
Graham said I was laughing. What I'm trying to say is could you please give Sue's channel a thumbs up? Cody's here wanting to say hello. You can just see him down there. So he's just here needing a pat. Oh, my goodness. Oh. And this is Sue's mum. No. No, Carrie, it's Vicky. I'm supposed to be the one that's helping Sue. God love her, she doesn't need you lot better help her, because if I'm leading the way, we're in trouble. Yeah, it's Vicky. I'm a moderator and privileged to say a good friend of Sue's. I did rattle off what sit that there gently. Look, I've got a clean desk. This kind of decided to happen about 2:00 this afternoon, and I thought, right, I'm going to get in. I'll get some pages printed, and we'll do it. I'll start a journal that I've been. I'm just throwing it everywhere, Carrie. I'm a nervous wreck. Kind of think I've lost all credibility. It's nice to meet you too, Carrie, even though we have talked for a while. I'm not sure if I caught all the Veronica, you okay on your own given what happened last week, or do you want me to give Graham a crash course on what to do with the spanner under my name? Actually, Veronica, I'd be giving Graham a big tick. He went off and Googled something on his, and then he asked me to get out of the way. As soon as I was out of the way, it worked. So I don't know if that's trying to tell me something. I was all ready to go and watch the Aussie rules. It's like, yeah, it's not working. If you hear rumbling in a minute, it's the dogs playing. They're not fighting. Okay. Cody's got his pool toy here, trying to get no, that's not that one. That's his blanket. He's got a blanket that's his pool toy, and he grabbed hold of Louis's blanket that keeps him warm. His blanket's going to be the size of a face washer by the time he finishes. I have no idea where I'm up to now. Okay, before anything, yeah, I decided you ladies were more important. Hi, Loretta. My apologies if I've missed anybody. My sincere apologies. Okay, so we've got a few back. So I don't know if you heard before, but I'll go back and delete those aborted attempts, and I'll tell you what's going on with Sue. So this is all cleared with her. I was talking to her today. So the story is that Sue's mum hasn't been feeling very well for a couple of weeks, and on Wednesday she became really, really bad, and she's been poorly ever since. So Sue's been looking after her. She has been feeling a little bit better today, so it looks like it's going to turn the corner. And oh gosh, yeah, they were a nuisance, weren't they? So anyway, Lynn is on the mend. She's been able to keep her meds down today and keep some fluids down. It's going to take her a few days to get back up and going. And then on Tuesday, Jim is going to be having major surgery on his neck, back, and Sue won't be up for next Friday. And she said the Friday after that might be a bit iffy too, because she'll be sitting in the corner rocking backwards and forwards. So she tells me, but this week and next week. So Lynn, we hope you get well really, really soon. I thank Sue very much for her trusting me to do this. I made a bit of a muck of it, but here we are. Yeah, she's just starting to feel a little bit better now. So I will certainly pass on all your love and healing vibes and thoughts. So what's next? Okay, on a bit happier note, more upbeat. Kathy Holden's stock is now in Sue's shop. It's up and it's active. Now, if you want to go and look for her, it's Kathy Holden. She spells it with a C, and she's got her own category. So if you want to have a look at the new Kathy Holden, it's in the category of her name, and paper and dies are still coming. Now the uniquely creative monthly kit is also in, so you might want to have a look at that. So I think that's paid advertisements. So make sure you check out the shop. There's new stuff in. Lynn is a little better, and then Jim next week. So that's why you've got me.
Aren't you lucky?
Oh yeah, they are lucky, aren't they? Graham's trying to convince you that you're the lucky ones. And like I said, I didn't know what I would be doing, so I've got this piece of, because you know I'm the scrap queen. Who is James? Jim. Jim, the man of the house. Russell, the one who makes all the noise with the biscuit packets. Sue's hubby. So anyway, I've done this, and this is a good way to use book pages, because you know we end up with so many pages, and I've just glued a little bit of paper to the back of it. Yeah, I will certainly pass on everybody's well wishes and prayers for the guys. Yeah, Russell, that's it. Yeah, so she's got a lot on at the moment, and I'm supposed to be supporting her. I did try, but yeah. So I'm glad I've been able to get on and spend some time with you. So I look forward to Friday nights, and we've had a couple of catch-up concerts, which are on Friday nights, and yeah, not we normally home. Normally only go out on Saturday nights. Oh, don't worry about spelling his name wrong. He's used to that. Don't panic, Vicky. No, I'm just trying to talk a little bit to calm down. I'm just trying to just calm it down a little bit. And you can see what a blessing the other half is to me. I don't want to say too much. You can hear this. What am I making? Well, so what am I making? I am closeted in with
You're talking. Who's got to focus your camera a little bit?
Oh, okay. You're checking me up. Okay, Graham's going to focus my camera. I only found out this afternoon that I was about 2:00 that I was going to do this. So the story is I'm going to whip up to the printer and print out some printables and start making it. Close your eyes until he's finished, girls. It's a bit jumpy. So, and then the photocopier said, yeah, I'm live, Jane. This is it. So anyway, I go up to the photocopier, and I needed a new toner in there, so magenta. So up I go, get the magenta, what do you call it, toner thingy. Put it in.
I think it's better.
Thank you, darling. Did you want my iPad?
Why?
I was just checking. Do you know what to do if you see a bot?
No idea.
You're it, Veronica. You're it. No. Hi to Graham. No. What they say, when life gives you lemons, grab the vodka with it. No, I've got my drink of choice is Pepsi Max. Anyway, I have no idea what I was saying. Oh, that's right. I was going to print some printables, and I was going to start putting the journal together. And then, with not much time available, I had to put another toner in, and of course, it didn't work. It didn't work. Tried everything, didn't work. Unfortunately, we had a backup to the spare. So Graham went and got the second new one we had, and it worked perfectly. So now we've got to take a reject back to Officeworks. So consequently, long story, didn't get things done that I was going to do. So I've got a couple of unfinished things here, but I love playing with scraps, and I'm a little bit shaky. So I thought we'll just calm. Yeah, Sue. It's Sue's mum, Lynn, that's not feeling very well at all. You just got to love technology. Yeah, no, Rhonda, not very much at all, to tell the truth. So I thought, well, I'll do what I do best when I'm a little bit crazy. I'll just start chopping up. So this is just a piece of collage that I've done. I have no idea what it's going to be when it grows up. But let's get a straight edge along here, and we'll have a look at it. So I'll just try and fiddle a little bit while I calm down. So I was watching your unboxing. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Rhonda. Yeah, just breathe. Just breathe. It's a fantastic box, isn't it? Scraps are always great. Yeah, they are. They are. Just get me going a bit here. Yeah, no, that mystery box is brilliant. And funny story about that, I have a video out. I have a video coming of that. Now, nothing ever works easily in my house. I did the mystery box, and then I did the next one. I did the next one, as you do, and then I went to edit them, and there's no sound. It's just no sound. I didn't check to see if the mics were working. Tell you, I don't know. I think the universe is trying to tell me find something else to do other than videos. So I did a voiceover. I did the voiceover, obviously, of the unboxing. But I'm sitting here. My brain broke today. I'm sitting here and I'm talking, and all of a sudden I'm like, what I pick up is, are you right there? You're right there, buddy. Do you need a hand? And I'm like, oh, and I'm looking at me gluing something on the screen. I have no idea who Buddy is. It's like I can just picture this little boy in my head that needed help doing something. So I kind of put it away. It should have been done today, but I thought, I might just leave it now and revisit that again tomorrow. So, I'm not 100% sure if I was talking to. I don't know. So this is basically all I do with my scraps. I glue scraps, and I am apparently notorious for the size of scraps I keep. But little goes a long way. It's fairly thick. So we've done that. Someone explain what the mystery box is. Okay, Carrie. I'll go you one better. So, the mystery box. This is a mystery box. Sue is putting it out monthly. This is obviously June 22. And before I go any further, these ones have sold out. So I did an unboxing video on it. No, I don't want to advertise what I do. So now this is actually, oh, there it is there. I would have been looking everywhere for that. No. So this is the box that's been played with. So it's got two stamps. So once a month, Sue's going to be putting out a mystery box, and it's going to be nature and botanical themed until she says otherwise. And then in it, there's all these wonderful, wonderful lots of goodies. There's fibers and there's all sorts of things. So I encourage you to go just this once. I encourage you to go to my channel and have a look at the unboxing, because this has all been ratted in and look at the cute little matchboxes. They're gorgeous. Attention to detail was absolutely amazing. So I ended up making, so this is a little bit of paper that I made on the outside. Now there is enough in the box for you not to need any other supplies, but I decided that I like Sue's. This is Sue's A5 paper, coffee dye paper that's in the box, and I like it so much I didn't want to cut it down. So I added 3 of my pages and put a pocket, and that meant that I could use 3 tags in here. See, look at beautiful paper. And I've gone through and I've embellished it. And this is washi tape. Try and get the glare off. There you go. And yeah, I've just gone through. Now, the words, any words I added. And then I've gone through and all the embellishments have come out of this box. And there's loads left over to go towards other projects. So that was one of the ones I did. Now, this little folio, it was in the box. So it's got like an envelope flap there, and you open it up, and that's the middle of it. So that's a little bit of paper I created, and I've just put my coffee dyed paper there. Now, this paper in here would have been fine, but I didn't want to cut down any of those pages because I love the detail on them. So then I've just put a little bit of paper over the pocket, and these 3 tags, they were all in the box. So they went in there like so. And then on the back, I did a collage on the back, and then there you go. Sorry, I'm just reading. What was that about the focus, Graham?
Yeah. My focus is fuzzy.
Okay. None of the girls have said that it's a bad photo. Yeah, she does. Her attention to detail. Okay, mine's slightly blurry on my laptop, but clear on my tablet. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that, Veronica. Confused? I spend my life confused. What are you confused about? Oh, okay. Yeah, just this once I'll let you get away with talking about my channel and linking it to Sue's channel because it's her box that it's on. So thank you, girls. That was very kind of you. Sue has no hesitation about talking about other people's channels, but I'm a bit funny about it. You know how it is, girls. So anyway, they're 2 of the things that I made, and like I said, there's just loads and loads of stuff. Look at this. There's just so many there, and I've already taken from them. And, you know, like even the bag, it's got that little collage on it, and every bit of packing can be used. You look at that little paper bag, the stamp came in. Was it the stamp? I think a stamp came in it. So I've just put that in there. So, and this will make a lovely pocket. So I just very slowly and very carefully just cut the tops off where I couldn't peel the sticker back. And yeah, so even the packaging is all good to go into a journal. Attention to details, she's brilliant with that. Very, very good. I mean, even this little matchbox, she's cut out a circle in the middle of it with a die and put a little bit of vellum behind it because the matchbox doesn't come with that. So yeah, they're very, very they're just very, I can't say very fun, that's poor English. They're lots of fun. I'm not sure how many boxes she had. I think somebody asked. I don't know. I just know that you had to be very quick last weekend to get it. You're welcome, Carrie. It's not a problem at all. The focus is great, not fuzzy. Excellent. Thanks for the feedback, Carrie. Thank you, Loretta, if you're talking to me. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Carrie. That's all right. I know. It's just such a box of yumminess, isn't it, Jane? Don't mind me. I'm ignoring all of yous while I'm reading the chat. Sue too. Sue too. Look at Sue's. I wish I had a button on my glasses to click to improve the focus. Vicky, read C2's comment. Is that the one about clicking the little clog? Some people pronounce it cog. Anyway, I don't think we're going to get much work done tonight, do you girls? Shocking state of affairs. Now, 3 months ago, now that I've cut that up, that must have just been my warm-up, was it, girls? 3 months or so ago, I did a video. Oh, there we go again. Me. On these little folders, and as you can see, I've got unfinished ones because my brain doesn't understand. So I've got these little things. It is a die set, and I've just put rings on it. So I've got a couple of them done, and this one's halfway decorated. But what I actually want to use them for is there's one use for them is put die cuts. You know, die cut in advance. So I thought this would be a really good idea. Thank you, Veronica. So these, like I said, these two are on the way, and then it's got the room there within the. Obviously, I've got bigger rings in that one, so I thought they'd make really good reference journals. But of course, me never do one of anything. So what I might do is because I'm trying to keep track of the live as well as do something that, so it's not completely boring. I'll put some of these together ready for the next folder. So it's not stimulating, but it is work. Now, when I did this video, I did it with a die cut, but you don't need a dye to do it, really. Yeah, I think it should work well, Kerry. Yeah, I think it's really good. I guess it makes it easier having a die cut to do it, but I shouldn't think that not having it would be an issue. So I'll put that one there. And this one on this one, I'm actually going to put it this side on the inside for these. And that will give that pocket a little bit more room. Now the first two I made, I've got both of the tucks going to the outside. But with this one, I thought it might be handy to have a little space to put something extra in it. So there's that one. So it's not exactly exciting, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a good idea. How many of you? Yeah, that's a good question. How many keep a technique reference journal? Oh, I've got the journal. Did you want to know if I've got anything in it? Was that a question, or can I just say, yeah, I've got a reference journal? Sure do. That's not exactly referencing anything. Okay, just I don't. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool, Karen. Yeah. What did I say? Okay, which one are you talking about, Carrie? One of these? Because we'll put one out and you can have a look at it. Because you don't need the dye. The dye to make these. You can do them. You could just make them yourself, make them your size. I find that everything together is just too overwhelming. Oh, well done. Well done, Loretta. Okay. Jane, could you give Carrie a heads up on what a commonplace book is, please? Hands aren't working too well at the moment. It's really cold. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Sue's done a video about it. Yeah, well done, Loretta. Been working hard. Oh, okay. That's a good concept. I did see that. I've talked about that with Sue. I remember now. Oh, Carrie. Oh, dear. I haven't been neglectful of my station. It's just nothing ever seems to get done. Nothing ever seems to get done. It's like every time I do something, it gets wiped. I've made a muck of it. Oh, tell you what, this YouTubing hasn't exactly been plain sailing in this house. And poor old Graham, who's more than confident with computers, he's just never done social media. So social media is like a whole new game. But I think because of me, he's learning more than he ever wanted to. Oh, hi Tanya, how you doing? Yes, I'm in the driver's seat tonight. I'm the boss. What? I'm the boss. I wish. How does it go? I'm the boss when Graham lets me. I think that's how it goes, isn't it, Graham? Or is it the other way around here? He's not listening. Ain't that truth? He ain't listening. Ain't listening, girls. If I can speak better English. I think he just hears me droning on in the background. Has an incredible gift of being able to drown the world out. So there's no need to put a little bit of coffee dyed paper on here. I just like to make work for myself. I prefer with this paper. I'm beginning to like the white more and more, and I quite like white with the ecru colour. But for this, I just wanted it. I didn't want it as glary, and I don't want to put too much on it because it's basically a storage thing. Oh, the grammar police. No, well, I haven't noticed it. Honestly. What difference in your life is it going to make if I mispronounce or make up a word? Not much. So my question is why bother picking it up? It's like, really? I guess if that's all you've got to worry about, bless your heart and keep moving. You got, you got a time there, Graham. Graham's got a tail now. I'm just waving it now. Okay, Graham, count from now. About 5 seconds from when I wiggled the paper here in front of me and it wiggled on your screen. Now, I don't see a lot of point in being critical for the sake of being critical. If it's important to you, make it important in your life. It doesn't have to be important in other people's lives. It's your thing. Don't share it. You enjoy your thing. Have a little conversation with yourself about it because it upsets your equilibrium or whatever. So I try and do these days. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm very judgmental, and I try so hard not to be. But it's like, oh. Yeah. I think shaming anybody. I just do honestly think what is the point? What is the point? Yeah, 2 point die. Yeah, 2.5. Yeah, I don't understand. It's just like, how long are you going to be in this person's presence? It's like, how long are you going to be listening to them? It's like, well, if it's only for today, I'm sure you can last without being mean about something. There's no need to criticise. I mean, we all have our opinions, don't we? You know, like I'm no different to anybody else. I wish I was in this sense, but you know, sometimes I'm a little bit judgy, a little bit judgmental about people, about how they present to the world. But at the end of the day, it really isn't any of my business. It just really isn't. Somebody feels happy in their skin and in the clothes that they're in, which they must be because they've bought them and they're wearing them. Who is it for anybody else to say anything? I didn't check. Oh no! Oh my god! See, there's a right and there's a right side and a wrong side. I'm going to be really wasteful. Look at that! I just screwed that up and put it in the bin. Goodness. Okay, what other pages I'm doing? Where did I see that? So what Loretta. Okay, Loretta, what I'm doing is I'm just making a page to go in one of these books. It's ring binder, and then the cover is hard, well, it's very thick cardstock, and then I'm just making little books. So I've been putting bits in there to see how it looks, but I've got a feeling that this is going to be more reference than anything else. So I've been putting the embellishments up the top because the bottom's going to bulk out with what's in the pocket. So I've just started doing that, and not exactly riveting television what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just getting a couple of other of these books made up, and I do pretty good with production line if I'm concentrating, not like what I just did then. That was just crazy. You need to check which way your holes are. Okay, so you're up to a 55 segment. It's only paper. I know, and it was live on in colour, Jane. You might like to mention that moving moment to Sue when you catch up with her. Yeah, I did. I threw something away. It was pretty big too. Yeah, I just like it in that. I can't tonight. Right, so I've checked it this time, so we'll put the glue on this side. So who's doing what? Who's making what tonight? Or got on the go, big project that they've had going for a while? I probably should stop this and try doing something a little bit different, so it's not so boring. I get in such a mess with this. Oh, this isn't working. It's not working well at all. Oh, there's something else I can show you I did. I was just like, oh no, I've done it again. I checked. Yes, I did it twice in a row, the same mistake. I'll just take a breather, I'll show you what I've been doing. I give up on that, it's too embarrassing. I keep making mistakes. Okay. What have I got here? It doesn't involve gluing or directional things. Can't believe I did that. I did it twice. Not once, twice. It's like, you for real, girl. Apparently. Okay, so I did a little bit of experimenting and I came up with some pages. So from a piece of copy paper that's been printed out, the backs look like that for me because that's my husband writing code. So on the back of it, I've glued down book pages. Like I said, we've got so many books. We need to try and whittle them down a little bit. I'm just trying to find what am I looking for? Oh yeah. Oh, obviously. Don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So what I did is I put book paper down. I know, 2 pieces, Tanya, I'm going to get shot. Someone's going to come after me. Yeah, I think you need to. It's been traumatic. Oh no, don't drink coffee, Jane. I'm Pepsi Max. That's my poison. I know. I don't know how I did it. I'm not too bright, am I? So anyway, this is what I started with. So I put some paper pages down in different directions, and then all I've done is glued a napkin on it. So then I scanned it. So I've got 2 of them. I don't know why. I scanned it so that I would have, like a copy all the time. And by photocopying it, it doesn't matter if it's that little bit extra fragile. Now, I thought that I had it doesn't matter, you get the drift. So that became this with just pages glued on it and the napkin serviette pasted over it. I love budgies so much. I know, they're kind of cute, aren't they? Oh, thank you. Yeah, probably wouldn't have to throw a bit extra in there. I have an Irish whiskey tonight. I should do. What's that trying to? I know, 2 pieces. I know. Just try and keep it between all of us, please. I'd appreciate that. So anyway, this is what I've been busy doing. So that's the 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 page with the napkin on it and the book pages. I'm just trying to find its buddy here. Oh, it's too hard. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Oh, there it is. There, I put it aside. So this one became that one. So I think they come up pretty good. Just a stick glue. Thank you, Rhonda. I do. It is a problem. It is a problem. Oh, thank you, girls. So yeah, everybody loved the budgies. And then that's one you saw before. And there's that one. So I get a bit carried away. I don't know if you've noticed. There's that one. And the butterfly one. And that one's very pretty and delicate too. I must have them over here, do I? Yeah, I do. So these are the what come from them. What become of the. So these are all the photocopies. So I think they've come up pretty good, personally. And I've printed them on a heavier cardstock, so they've got a bit of substance. So that's the budgies, and it's it's exact to what it was on the serviette. So then we've got that one. I like that one a lot. So this is the way all those ones I showed you before turned out. This one's really dark, but I think it'll actually work. I'm trying to get pretty. I really am. I don't understand it at all. I'm going to try and do some pretty stuff. And that one, I think they turned out really lovely. The glue sticks and pages and a serviette, and away you go. So even that one, which was the one that I was worried about, come up really lovely. And a butterfly. And the rest of them are the master copies. So that's glue stick, paper to glue it onto. I always use recycle because I have always been a recycler. I don't know if they call it upcycling now. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's what floats your boat that counts the most. I'm back. And this is something else I've been doing. I've been making some little books. I don't know why that's there. It's made. Oh, I know what we can do. Has anybody got any unfinished things on the go? No. Oh, my goodness. Now, Graham made me the most amazing set of drawers. It was just incredible. This is one of the trays. this. Yeah. I am indeed extremely lucky, and he is amazingly talented. So I've got a 10 drawer, so they fit into the 12 by 12 IKEA cubes. So I've got, I don't know if you can see this without me upending it all, so that you can see the front there with the handle. So I've got one drawer of 10 of these. I've got 2 drawers of the smaller ones. And then the bigger ones, I've got 5 drawers. So I've got 2 and 2, and they go across at the back of me. And all I've got to do is just pull it all. I can either turn around and get a bit, or if I'm doing what I'm going to do now, I just bring the tray out and put it to the side. And it's absolutely brilliant. Oh, poor Di's husband. Yeah, I must admit, he's my trusty mate. He does a huge amount for me. Jeez. Look what he just put in. Oh, I do it tough, don't I? Look at that, bless his heart. Bless his heart. I am really, just between you and me, I'll tell you while he's not in here, I am so spoiled. I really am very spoiled. Yeah, everybody needs a Graham. Seriously, my lips didn't move. He is the sweetest thing. It's good to have a Rhonda, bring a cup. Rhonda, Graham, bring a couple of extra cups in, please. Full. The girls after a cup of tea. He will, Jane. He will. Oh dear. I am, Rhonda, without question. He's a bloke, mind you. Thinks like a bloke. Got to lead him by the nose sometimes, but he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So anyway, these drawers, they're just amazing, as you could imagine. And especially tonight when I have no idea what I'm doing and what I feel like doing. I'm actually, I'll put that there. The girls reckon I'm spoiled, Graham.
Yeah, you are.
I am. Oh, there you go. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. So what I do for quick tags is, so I've just put some book paper down on these, and I use a mixture of stick glue or wet glue, and so we just put a book page down there. Oh, Louis getting a hug up there. So Cody's saying, what about me? Now, these are all the bits of serviettes that I've got left over. Now with these ones, see, sometimes I don't always think that a book behind, it's like I get these tags cut on it. See, Graham's got a laser cutter, and that is just up the stakes. Incredibly. So I don't cut these out anymore. It's a Graham job. Sometimes with some of these napkins, they actually look better just plain on the back because they're a little bit busy. So by the time you put them over a bookmark with paper on it, I'm inclined to... No, stick with the original plan. There you go. Don't figure out what did she say. Carrie, where's Carrie? Yeah, we don't do too badly, do we? No, Loretta. No, I'm just going to have 5 minutes off that. Okay, Graham. I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
She's got take their mind off my gluing mishaps for me, will you? Carrie just asked, what is a laser cutter? In 20 words or less? No more than 2 syllable words?
Has she heard of a cry cut?
Can you hear Graham speaking, Carrie? Well, that'll save me having to work between it. I just read yours. Are you on? Yeah, there you go. Carrie, sweetheart, asked the question.
Has she heard of a cry cut or cricket?
Cry cut or cricket? You would have heard of a cricket. A cricket works off a computer, doesn't it? Yeah, I know, Loretta. Yeah, we can hear him. Okay, then off you go, Graham. Carrie can hear you. What is a laser cutter?
It's a very directed, high-powered light beam that is a precision burning cutting tool that follows the directions given by a computer program.
So Graham put in, like for example, these tags here next to me. I asked Graham, can I have some tags, please? So I gave him the signs. He then the sizes. He then puts it on the computer. Do you have to turn that one into a like the CNC, or is it just the image, Graham?
It's a drawing program.
Right, there's a drawing program. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to keep going?
That'd be good. So you get a drawing, and then you put it into a drawing program, and it writes a code, and then it cuts from the code. Look at that, Jane. Nothing wasted this time. Oh, years of little faith. Like with your CNC machine, you convert a picture, an image, to code. Is it the same with the laser? You don't convert it to code with the laser? No? So it works off the image that you program in.
I can burn, like if you've got a photograph, you convert it to bitmap. And bitmap is a bit like a picture on a newspaper, where it's just the image is there, like the photo is there, but it's all made up of little dots, like black spaces and white spaces. And I can etch or burn a photo onto timber or glass or tiles or slate or those sort of things. Anything that I can etch that image to. It could also just cut straight lines and all sorts of things. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Does that help, Carrie? Now, hi, Rosa and Cheryl, I think it was. Can you do the mystery box again, and how can we subscribe? Okay, the mystery box. This is like I said to the girls before, this is the one and only that I will direct you to my channel off Sue's live. It's a bit cheeky, but because it's her mystery box, if you pop over to my channel, I've got a short video that highlights what the mystery box is. So basically, it's a subscription box. We've had June was the inaugural. It was the first one, and it was this one here. It's sold out, I think, within an hour and a half of it going live. And no, it's not a subscription thing as such. It's a mystery box each month, so it's not being run as a subscription. So you can't sign up like you would a normal subscription. It's the first Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. What Veronica said. Very, very popular. What you'll have to do is keep an eye on Sue's lives on her Facebook page and on Be Inspired as well. She will advertise it, and she will tell you what time it's going to go live. And then, yeah, it just flew out, like it sold out within 40 minutes of it going up. Who is Sue? Sue is actually the owner of this channel. You've come in tonight, Sue, Cheryl. I'm hosting for Sue because she can't be here tonight, but it is her channel, Paper Inspirations. I'm a friend and I'm also a admin moderator, so I can step up and help out so that we all get together. Great bunch of ladies here, and we love to be able to get together on a Friday night. So that's why I've stepped up and in support of Sue as well. I don't know, Loretta. It's not that heavy. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, yeah. Okay then. Guest appearance. Yeah. You're lucky you came later rather than early. I'm here to tell you, it was Three Stooges minus one. Oh no, Louis was running around like a maniac. So yeah, the three Stooges. So this is not doing any work, am I? It's the most boring craft night I think that's ever been. So it's did it do 9 inches by almost 26, and it is 3 inches deep. Not a huge amount of weight in it. Now, yes. So there's not too much weight. The thing is, though, is for American girls and English girls, you every dollar that you spend, you get approximately 25 cents extra for your money because with the exchange rate, your dollar's worth more than the Australian dollar. So by the time you take into consideration your exchange rate, which you benefit from, that would probably more than likely pay for postage. Yeah. Thanks, Suto. Yeah, they did actually. Yeah, so you could message Sue and ask her for an approximate on what it cost last time. Okay, my name, Vicky Diprose, B and Me Creations. Yeah, you usually find most of your postage is covered just by the exchange rate. So I always try and mention that. Um, and Cheryl, just to reiterate, this is Sue's channel. I'm a guest tonight, and this is her page, Paper Inspirations. If you've not been here before, we have a Facebook group, Be Inspired, dash Paper Inspirations. Fantastic bunch of ladies here. Yeah, my name comes first, so I did just remember my name, and yeah, keep Sue's keep putting Sue's a link to Sue's channel for me, girls, please, while we're at it. Thanks, Carrie. You're a darling. I tell you what, it was a circus here before. Now, one thing I will say about us, and Graham in particular, we're nothing if not determined, are we? This is actually the third live that was started tonight. So perseverance and all that good stuff. Now, this is a piece that I had left over, so that will make a really, really good belly band. And it's so pretty and delicate, that napkin. Where am I up to? What am I doing? Okay, so we've got the poppy there. Let me look. So I do this a lot when I'm sort of fiddling about while I'm waiting to be game enough to go back doing a few more of my pages, but I'm not really game. I'm all over the shop, I'm afraid. I've got bits and bobs and bits and pieces everywhere, and I'm very unsure of what I'm doing. I don't seem to be able to make a decision. So good luck keeping up, people. Keep up. Shouldn't do that, should I? And yeah, I'm just looking around. I think what I've done is I've crowded myself in with so much stuff I don't know where to go. Poor old Graham trying to get in, because he's like a big man. He's 6'3". And he's all arms and legs, trying to get in and around. He also made me two 12 by 12 paper stackers that go under the bench. They're on casters. So I've got a huge amount of 12 by 12 storage space now, just in those two. And they're really good, because if I bring them out from under the table, it's another surface for me to put things on, which is always a good thing. And then they go back in under the bench, and it works really, really well. So I do have a Mr. Clever Clogs here. And I've had a couple of little mishaps with gluing pages, Cheryl, before you got here, I think. So every time I pick the glue stick up, the girls collectively hold their breath. And this is just a really, really good, quick way just to build up some tags or any sort of ephemera, really, that you'd like to do. It's also a good way to finish up, to use up a lot of these serviettes that I have millions of them. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Mishaps with glue, I know. Sorry, girls. Oh, maybe next month, Tanya. Carrie, did you say good night? Did you, my dear? Yeah, sorry. Graham's gone out to try and suggest. No, there goes Cody. There's we think we've got a resident possum out the back. Carrie, I saw Tanya say good night to you, my dear. I'll say good night, and so thank you very much for calling in tonight and persevering until we figured it all out. Thank you, Graham. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. Get on the mat. You get on the mat. I'm getting on the mat. You get on the mat. Very obedient dogs. Good thing we've got total control over our animals here. I tell you what, sometimes, honestly, it's a zoo. Now, those that don't know, we've got Cody the Border Collie, who I think you heard, he was barking out the side of the house that we're on a couple of minutes ago. Then we've got Louis the Maniac. He thinks he's the king. Who, yip, 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 is a little miniature fox terrier. And then we've got Pippa the cat. And the other day I had all three of them in here on me. It's like, I just gave up. Just gave up. They weren't having it. Yeah, they are very good dogs, actually. Yeah, they've always got an opinion about something or other. Thank you, Veronica. No, Sue was on you, but I think the yeah, things would be a bit better. But no, just me tonight. I'm sorry. Sue's looking after her mum. So you've got me, and this is the first time I've done this live for Sue. I do believe that I will be hosting again next week. I will try and be better prepared as far as the tech side goes and have something that I could be working on that is remotely interesting. Yes, fur babies are wonderful. This one, it's just a little plastic thingy me what. That's a technical term. And it's got felt on the bottom of it. And I think that the idea of them is to use with the stamping platforms or go over the back of your acrylic block. It's just a way. My hands aren't the best and they get very sore. So I try and use it when I want glue to stick. I try and use this all the time because it just takes the pressure off my hands. And you can see at the moment that the arthritis is really quite active because you can, oh, bloody old lady hands are horrible. But yeah, the arthritis at the moment is merrily chomping through everything it can find again. So yeah, it's just a little, I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? It's a thingy watts with felt on the bottom. Now you could make your own. It's just a felt base. And what did I see somebody used as a handle? I saw somewhere where they made their own. A smoocher. There you go. Thank you, Veronica. Yeah, I was going to say paddles to shock you. Okay, Loretta. Yeah, my guys aren't too bad. Um, they bark too much, but then they're not allowed to, like they're not barking all day. They're not allowed to go on with it. They get into trouble when they bark. It doesn't stop them. It's all gluing tonight, isn't it? With that tag, because it's busy and those flowers are big, it's you can almost leave that with no embellishing on it. It's sort of like it does its own speaking, doesn't it? There we go. So there's two more. And I can say I did something. I got the glue right once. dear. Yeah, that'd work. Probably because Debbie invented it. Pressure tool on the internet. Okay. I'm pretty sure. No, I am positive. I saw somebody make theirs, and it was really, really simple. And I can't remember. I wasn't annoying. I'm sure if you type something in like make Debbie's tool or smoocher or whatever, I'm sure it'd come up on Google who made it. It was quite clever actually. And I just can't think who it was. Oh, stay down. Now, if you wanted to, when you're gluing down something that's a bit flimsy, and get a piece of acetate and just put it across the picture, and then you can smooch the glue in from the right side, because the acetate, you'll just slide straight across the acetate. So I've done that before, but this just sits on my desk now. Yeah, anything that's smooth. Yeah, actually, that probably would be a good idea. Yes, you do. Yeah, that's it. It's a fairly high density felt. Yeah, like, I don't think high density is the right word. It's very thick. Yes, it's me tonight, Julie. Just me. And I'm just chatting more than I'm creating. It's sort of like more of a chat night and keep each other company rather than do anything. I will be better prepared for next week, but it's all about us catching up and getting together. So I think if I started to try and do something too complicated while I'm reading the comments and stopping and starting, I'd probably make a muck of it. So I'm just keeping things nice and simple at the moment, keeping the fingers busy, and just showing you how easy it is to get tags. They come up really lovely. I'm just going to see about, it's a big bucket tea. What have I got? What did you make me, Graham? Orange and cinnamon.
What you had for lunch?
Okay, yep. Orange and cinnamon. So I have orange and cinnamon tea. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think it's nice that we chat. We all get on so well together. It's really lovely just for us all to catch up. Oh, dog's sorted. Thank you, Rhonda. Okay, there you go. Oh, it's yummy. Veronica, if you got the same one as me, it is really, really yummy. I haven't drunk hot drinks for 10 years. Yeah, it's Twinings, and it's orange and cinnamon Twinings brand. I love, I like Lady Grey better than Earl. It's got bergamot in it. It's very nice. But I get when I drink cold tea, so I'll brew it up. I'll put 4 or 5. It's got glue stuck on me. I'll put 4 or 5 tea bags into a jug, and I'll make that up. I let it steep, and then I put it in a cranberry juice plastic bottle, and then I just top it up a little bit with cranberry juice, and it is delicious. Mine was cranberry and something. I ate the marshmallows too. They were yummy. It was cranberry and something else. Cranberry was in there. Ah, yes. Southerners like their tea cold, don't they? It's very refreshing. But it's been so cold here, which you girls who get snow would laugh your head off at us. But it's cold for us. So I've taken to drinking tea again, and I'm getting away with it. That's it. Cranberry and pomegranate. That's it. Now, I'm not going to talk for a minute because I'm going to put a little bit of bun in my mouth, okay? Oh, Graham, did you hear Queensland won the state of origin match?
You gave those New South Welshman a whooping.
Did they? I don't know what the score
Yeah,
was.
by 6 points.
Technically, that's not really a whooping.
16-10. But they were grizzling about an umpiring, a referee decision in the last few seconds. I reckon they could have squared it up.
What, they didn't get it paid? Or Queensland got it?
Apparently, they reckon they played the ball, so I didn't watch the game, obviously.
So Queensland got an extra one, or they were denied one?
No, they were ahead, and New South Wales right near the siren.
Right, so it was New South Wales.
A metre from the line and should have been able to play, but yeah. I don't know.
No.
It's that funny game.
Yeah. We didn't even know it was on until an hour or so before it, and that was because someone else told us. We kind of, at times, most of the time really, lock ourselves away from the rest of the world a little bit. It's a bit heartbreaking to have to deal with the sadnesses that are going on in the world. If we can change it. We will move heaven and earth to change it. If we can't do anything about it, other than not support anybody that's violent or horrible, we will do it that way. Anyway. Hi, Monica. Yeah, we're still at it. Yeah, that sounds nice. Ah, yeah. Must remember that. Yeah. Great to do about nothing, really. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about licorice tea. That's it. If I buy some hibiscus tea, and if I don't like them, I'll use it to dye. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you haven't tried the flavored teas, I think a good place to start with them is to chill them. And whatever you do, don't put milk and sugar in them. And there's just no need for milk and sugar in them, I tell you. Well, they tell you not to put milk in. I don't know what they say. Maybe you can use sugar if you really think you have to. But they are quite sweet. And I keep getting put back into on these, don't I? Oh, Lord, I'm at 6-7 tonight. I will endeavour to be properly organised next week, so I don't mind doing this. It's not stimulating. A bit weird. Yeah. Yeah. Look at me in stereo, darling. Aren't you lucky?
It's not stereo, it's like a very delayed echo.
Oh, well, you're blessed to hear me twice over. Good night, Jane. Yeah, keep warm. Have a lovely weekend. Be safe. Be kind to you and the person standing next to you, as always. I don't even know what time it is. 9:10.
14.
Ah, that's no good, sir. Yeah. It's longer now, says Di. No, none of them need sugar, honestly. Oh, I hope it doesn't hit you too bad. Sue, that's no good. It's hanging around, isn't it? It was never just going to go away. I think the more that people are vaccinated, I shouldn't say that because I don't want to start. I didn't pick up that there was a piece of paper there. Oh, something or other, a bit of rubbish. There we go. I did rip it a bit, but that's okay. I hope you get well, Sue. Yeah, about the only place I go is to the theatre with Graham, usually just on a Saturday night. We've got a few different nights coming up as well, but we wear our mask. We don't take our mask off. Actually, I wear my mask every time I go out still, because in my mind it's not just that virus now. There's a bad, I think, influenza A is kicking about. So it's as much about keeping the flu bugs off me and away from me. My immune system probably is a bit compromised, a bit weak, because I've pretty much been inside away from people for 2 years. So if there's anything going around. And then we saw a couple on Friday night that were there. That we know them just from going, and he's had the flu and she's still got it. And they're sitting in the seats and they haven't got their masks on. And it's like, oh, I hope they're not contagious anymore. Because I think we've all been worried about one particular thing. It doesn't mean other things have stopped. So yeah, it's hard to know. Yeah, I see. It's going back to the house. Spoiled am I. Graham does the groceries these days. Yeah, you got out of it really well, didn't you, Veronica? Oh, that's no good. Are they coming good now, Veronica? Yeah. And Phoebe's okay. Just gonna have a little bit more tea, girls. Oh, good here. Good to hear. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I don't find them on our internet, although they're putting all the NBN lines in around here. So we'll see whether or not that makes a difference. Wow, 27 weeks. Gosh, a little bump coming along. She'd be just 27 weeks. Yeah, she would. Okay. I'm going to have another piece of cake. A finger bun, actually. I did put food in my mouth, Loretta. Thank you very much for calling in. It's lovely to see you. And I hope we catch you next week. And keep safe. Mm. Leave me chewing like an old cow. Oh, yeah, you'd be getting cold up where you are, Veronica. Oh, Tanya, where are you? Yeah, cool, Loretta. Yeah, it's just lovely to have you. Our Amy. My mother's birthday is the 28th of April, and I had our Amy at 10:20 on Saturday morning, the 29th. So we blew it by about 12 hours. So, Okay, I'm doing something different now. None of it terribly artistic. I've got a whole, and I don't even know why I've got them, where I've got them from. I don't know the story. I think I might have bought them in a bulk lot of 6x6 papers, and they're really not what I would probably use. So I've been going through and adding them just to the scrap collage, because I don't actually make pictures with my collage. It's just all so far. Toowoomba, yeah. You're in a cold spot. It's a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tanya. I hope you had a lovely birthday and a terrific year to come. Yeah. I used to hate the cold when I was younger. Couldn't stand it. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. Well, trust me, I don't like it now, but I much prefer it to the heat. Harvey Bay, yeah. Harvey Bay's like drawn out forever, isn't it? It's like it's just stretched. You got all the bats up the main street too, or A Street. Yeah, we did, didn't we, sweetheart? That was we went up there for a dear friend's funeral too. Oh, Di just answered you, Graham.
All right.
The messy palette.
Is it Diane, is it?
Diane, yeah.
I didn't know her name.
So. Oh, sorry, yeah. The only thing I like about the heat now is the fact I can go out the back and get in the pool. It's It's a damn sight more expensive in the summertime because we run the air cons. You use more chlorine for the pool. And you do what you do to get through the heat here. And this year was the humidity. I thought the humidity was through the roof. And late. We were still getting really nasty humidity into February when it rained. And it's like, yeah, it's not supposed to be like this. It's just not meant to be this humid at this time of year, and sure enough it was. Let's start doing Claritoned up in such a minute. Yeah, we did. Yeah, you and Bill Wheeler. It used to get cold out there. It would get below zero. Our pipes would freeze. And a lot of the time we got black frost because there was no moisture. So instead of getting a white frost, it was like a black across the fields. It was really, really horrible. Wow. Yeah, I heard that scooters are a pretty big problem up your way. Di, not being funny at all. I sort of thought I saw something about the way people use them, drive them, and all that sorts of things. But you've still got all the palm trees and everything around. That's why you got the bats. I reckon they're dirty things. I'm not a fan of them.
You need a top up there.
What do you? I'm a teasing.
I'm looking at the empty coffee cup.
Okay.
Teacup.
No, thank you, darling. I'm good.
You haven't had to take a little walk.
No, I haven't. I only just finished. You might be sitting over here chatting while I go in a minute.
Ladies, a lesson on how to make ephemera boxes.
Yeah. What you do with the ephemera?
I would have no idea what to do with it.
Make it up. It's one of those artistic things, darling. You don't have to be right. Isn't that right, girls?
Veronica's doing it for you.
Oh, is she? What'd she say? Oh, right. You get burnt on all the little bits that don't ever see the sun.
Skinny dipping.
Ah. That's it. That's it, Di. No, not at all. I did my apprenticeship with quilting. So I was halfway there when it come to paper.
I like that.
What?
We rip up good paper to stick to good paper to cut up into smaller good paper and good.
That's it? Yeah.
Well, man.
Not at all. And you know what's really sad? We all know what she's talking about. That's the scary bit. That's the scary bit, mate. I used to have
show the girls your decal ruler.
my what?
The decal ruler I made for you.
Oh yeah, there's no end to his talents. He's talking about my ruler.
Not the middle one.
No, have a look.
You're frozen here.
Oh yeah, I'm frozen here too, but
Okay.
I'm trying to find something to put behind it. Anyway, there it is in all its glory. It's got two different edges on it, and it's got centimetres on one side and centimetres on the other.
There's some there with inches, though.
Yeah, there are some you can get with inches. But yeah, it's really cool. It's good. It's sturdy. It doesn't kind of bend. I don't know. It's so much the scooters die, but it's the attitude of the people that are sitting on them. It's like, tell you what.
You have to be careful. You're one of those.
Yeah, I am one of those, but I don't go to shopping centres in them or down the main street. I do indeed have a scooter. I have a wheelchair and a scooter. And it helps immensely. When I do want to get out, I can go. The scooter means I can go with Graham and the lads, go for a walk every afternoon. And me having the scooter means I can go with them. Well, we don't live in a busy area with shops and cars and what have you. So, and everybody seems to drive. Not a lot of people walk around here. So I get on my little scooter, and little fat old lady sitting on the scooter. At the moment, I'm going out rugged up like the Michelin Man. I can barely move. I've been getting out, and I think it's done my mental health good, just to have that in the afternoons. Welcome back. Yes, it does become more and more popular, doesn't it? You go, Graham. Yeah, there's no end to this man's talent. I'm telling you, he thinks with both his left and his right brain. And if you think that's a good thing, I'll ship him off to you for a week or so, and you can deal with it. You know, the whole tortured genius. That's me. It's another story. I thought that was funny.
You're blessed.
Blessed, yeah. Blessed, all right. It was so funny. When we lived out on the farm, well, it wasn't funny. The reason why I grew up in the Albury-Wodonga area, which is the border of New South Wales and Victoria, and my mum got gravely ill and she had cancer. So I used to go down there for 9 or 10 weeks at a time, and I would look after her. And before I went, I had an upright freezer, and it was full. I had every plastic container you could imagine, plus some, full of meals for Graham. And then when I completely ran out of all the containers, I made meals and put them on plates and put them in the freezer. So he wasn't going to go hungry at all. He's telling one of the old dears one day about how's he getting on for food. Oh, I'm good. Yeah, no worries. I had roast pork last night and I'm having casserole tonight. It's like, oh, you're good cooking for yourself. Like, I had to teach him how to be sufficient with the microwave, never mind anything else. You reading, cat?
A rent boy. That's a different context, I think.
Yes, that's a bit of a worry, that. Yes, I've nearly been run over by more than one scooter. It's all in the attitude. My father was a bit of a worry, wasn't he, Graham?
Yeah, he was a special individual.
He'd get on that scooter. Every man for themselves, run! And the way he sat on it, he sat down as his shoulders were all hunched in, had the Cobra hat, and his face his mouth would just be a line, and he looked like all he wanted to do was run over everybody, which he did on a regular basis. If they they didn't anticipate that Dad actually wanted to turn there. Yeah, he was a bit of a worry. I'm sure we're behind him and not in front of him. We moved in here 3 years ago, and we come off the back of 2 really big reno jobs, and like Graham is just now, after 3 years, building the garden shed. It's like we just got in here and it's structurally sound. Nothing needs to be done to it. It's fine. It's just that it needs to be painted. And it got a paint job. The only problem is the people who painted it should never have picked up a paintbrush in all their days. So, things like that. But, we'll get there, I've got all these scraps and I keep pulling more out because I don't like the ones I've got. I love this one. Why haven't I done that one yet? This is my problem. I overthink everything. I don't know. Dye. Building hot rods, that's an art, isn't it? He's creating. A lot of people say, oh, I can't do art. Never been able to do art. I'm not good at it. But just by the fact that you're living, it's like I think so many people have got this predisposed idea that you have to paint and put a picture on the wall to be an artist. And it's very frustrating, actually. I think we all come across it in our time. It's like this snobbery. We can't be good at everything, Di.
Hey. Sue just dropped in.
Oh, hi. Oh, good. Yeah.
How does she do? She's better off not to.
No, what?
I'll have to watch the playback.
Yeah, no. Wait until I get in and cancel a couple. Cannot tell a lie. 45 minutes, Sue. This is the third live we opened. Yeah, 45 minutes and 3 goes at it. And everybody kept coming back. God love them. It's like the camera wouldn't recognise. We couldn't find where in YouTube to get it to recognise. And Graham went over to his computer and Googled and he fixed it. And I said, how'd you do that? And you know what he said? I don't know. Oh, pardon me. I don't know. He says it's just working. On you go. So we didn't get here. It was all happening, my dear. You need to get... Actually, I'd like you to stay where you are, but you seriously need to get some sleep, my darling. Yeah. Wait until you see the replay. Yeah, that's it. We get convinced that we can't do something and then it just stays in our head forever. I don't know why we have to believe other person's opinion on who and what we are and how we do it. art's subjective. It can be anything you want it to be. You kind of don't want to be looking for too much. Oh, that's nice and thick and furry. It's a very chunky piece of thanks, Rhonda. He's the one that did it for me. Bless his heart. He knew that it was important for me, so he wasn't going to stop. Sue would understand. Yeah, well, that's who he is. That's the essence of who he is. I was like, Vic really wanted to do this for Sue. And she's going to do it. Oh, this some of this paper is just wrong on so many levels. Oh. Yeah, definitely a joint effort, bless his heart. I don't know how he copes with me sometimes. I really don't. He sticks around. I feed him. I say I'm the camp cook, so he's going to make sure I don't go anywhere, isn't he? Well, having said that, he did dinner tonight, didn't you, dear? Well, I was trying to photocopy and...
What I prepared earlier?
Yeah, one you prepared earlier.
Turn the oven on before I went for a walk.
When it's Graham's turn to cook, it's either takeaway, which neither of us enjoy that much and don't have that much of it, or it's the usual is I'll cook up a few meals and then he'll just serve them up. Okay, Rhonda wants to know how...
Microwave, my friend.
Microwave's your friend. It's on the laser cutter, Rhonda.
Not entirely.
Okay, not entirely. Okay. Cut out.
I've got two very expensive toys.
Yes, he does.
The laser cutter and a CNC router, which is a computer-controlled router. So all of the inside cut and all the lettering, all the numbering, so all the engraving is done with the laser, and the outside cut is done with the CNC router, because the laser does a vertical cut, so it will give you a square edge, where the router uses a cutter tool, and you get a beveled edge like a pair of scissors, like an angled edge, because the vertical edge won't tear paper. You need like an angled edge. Make sense?
It totally makes sense to you, Rhonda. There's your answer, dear. If it went over your head, it's okay.
The reason I know that is because that one was done entirely on the laser, and it's got vertical edge, and it doesn't work.
Ah, see,
It is a ruler.
He did this on the.
I keep it as a ruler.
Yeah, we wanted a tear ruler, so he did this one, and it did everything but tear, which kind of like is what we were expecting from it. It was the one thing the poor little thing couldn't do. So the router sharpens the edge of it. That's what he's saying. I don't know. Check with Sue, Rhonda. Might be just easier for you to buy one off Sue.
It should be in the shop.
Yeah. Check on the website. Yeah, well done. I can't thank you all enough for being here and supporting me, and supporting Sue. You really are the best, you girls. Thank you. I know you told me not to worry, but I will endeavour next week to have something to do, because all I'm doing tonight, and this is what I do when I go, yeah, I'm too tired to do anything, or I don't feel I can. I jump from one thing to another, and it's always to do with my scraps. They give me, they soothe my soul. It's very dramatic, isn't it? They soothe my soul. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. It's actually the truth. Now, I have a couple of tags here and there. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. I have a couple of tags floating around. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. I corrected my own grammar there. That'll upset people. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with all these tags. They're multiplying. Okay, concentrate. 3.5. God, that was like pulling teeth. Yeah, so I might just make some little journaling cards out of these. Oh, don't forget that if you want to be in the not likely, young lady, you get your mum better and get your butt back on here. Thank you very much. You sleep tight, darling. Be safe. Keep me updated, darling. You take care. Yes. It's been a long couple of days.
She doesn't have those rulers listed.
Oh, okay. I'll ask her about them. So, has anybody else made something from the mystery box? Oh, of course I don't have any. So our swap this month is playing card. Oh no, it's not. Who's organising this show, Rick? What it is a decorated envelope. So I knew I'd get there. So 4 decorated envelopes. It sounds like fun. So I think Sunday. I'll close the drawer Sunday. And get your swap partners up. Normally I put a backing on it before I round the corners, but I forgot. Okay, Di. Di saying thank you to you.
Me?
I'm going to send you her Di's rates. I don't know, Sir Di. I don't think you could afford it. He's worth more than money, this boy, man, old fella. I tell you what, Di. When he's finished everything that is needed to be done here, I'll parcel him up and get him up to you, okay? But not until he's done everything here that needs to be done. Thank goodness none of it's urgent. I wouldn't get your hopes up though. I will say that. Don't get too excited. Is Rhonda going to? Oh no, you're saying goodnight to Di. Have a happy weekend, Di. Be safe, be kind. So, out of our little, I guess you could call it a, what are they, masterboard? They're calling them masterboard these days. So I guess you could say that's a small masterboard, isn't it? I'll just do 1 or 2 of these and then I'll be gone before much longer, girls. I'm with Jane. It's starting to get very cold and we've been trying to go to bed earlier, so I've got all these bits and bobs in here, and honestly, I just go on about it forever. It is just a game changer. And the good thing about this is it only puts a certain amount of things in front of me. Having too much stuff can get really confusing at times, can't it? That stuff actually works against us. Oh, come on. Sorry, Rhonda. You were saying goodnight to Di. Okay, Veronica. Thank you very much. Graham, Veronica says thank you very much.
Take over, Veronica.
You are most welcome. Like I said, we'll try and be a little bit more polished next week. I just think he's amazing. He just kept going and going and going at it. So I was like, we'll do this because that should work, or do that. And he just kept going. 45 minutes later, it was like I might just go and watch football. Can't do this. And bless his heart. Yeah, I kept going. So you are very much appreciated, my dear. Don't let it go to your head. because tomorrow's another day, and you could just well and truly stuff it up.
Mhm. Okay.
No, don't be sorry, Veronica. I'm going to do this one and maybe one more, so I'll be gone by about 15:15. Don't apologise. None of us like the heat, but we're not used to living in the cold. And while we can cope with being in the cold, we're not whinging now because it's cold and whinge when it's hot. It's a lot of the problem too is we don't tend to have lots of winter clothes because we live in a moderate climate. Like we have winter clothes because we had to buy new ones after the floods, of course, when we were out in Eidsvold, and we went into a winter there, so we had to go and buy some winter clothes. So that's why we've got winter clothes, because from out there. And also too, we've been to England in the winter, and trust me, you need warm clothes there. I think a lot of the problem is just having, like I said, the clothes. It's it's not really something that's needed a great deal. Now I reckon a word down there would be the go. This is just a simple little journal. I don't want to make it too fussy, and I don't want to make it too bulky, because obviously it's a journal card, so you want to be journaling on the back. So what'll I do? Stamp, I think. Okay. All these pieces of paper that you see that I put under my work, and this is me cleaning my stamps. That's as close as they get, I think, to being cleaned. what I do with these pieces of paper, I keep them in and even the glue that gets on them just makes them thicker and more sturdy. And when it's full, when it's done, I have a piece of mixed media, for the want of a better word, and cut out, not cut out, use punch. Use a punch and you get really nice things because then you only see it in such a small area. It's really cool. And then, of course, you see, because everything that we wipe off with a wet one or whatever we do, that's all ink that could have gone onto a page. Now, because I've had to pull that off, because I put it on upside down, because that's what you do, I'm just going to put a little bit of extra glue. I think we might just be out of it. And that or it's clogged. I must be getting a fair bit done because I'm going through the glues at a steady clip. Excuse me, sorry about the cough. It's just a dry cough. Nothing to worry about. I'm not even going to use that sticker now. It's all horrible. We'll try that again. Put it on upside down. Thought I checked it. Oh, my fingernails are so sore. The nail just keeps breaking off and just makes my fingers feel sore and my fingernails. Not much I can do about it. It's all part and parcel and wrapped up with other things that aren't going right. Sorry. Have I driven you crazy yet? Or have I put you to sleep? Trying to get I love these stickers. I love all of them. But by geez, I tell you, I have a hard time getting the backing off them. Come on. I've a really lovely friend. She gives me a hard time, gets me going. She really is very special. And we were on a four-way face messenger live chatting. And one night I looked up and here her finger is filled up her spot all the time. Go and crook at me. I can't remember. I've lost the thread of that story. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, about being so slow. So she's like got a finger right up to the screen and she's poking the screen. You're still alive? You're alive there? And I'm busy crafting away, talking, chatting. Yeah, obviously I wasn't going fast. So fast forwarding my movies for people to get from one end to the other isn't necessarily that good, because if it's coming off my speed, you you are getting double speed. I'm here to tell you. All that just to get this sticker down. I'll probably put it on crooked now. See, you didn't know how involved putting stickers down is, did you? Oh dear. Yeah. I do try and do that, Rhonda. I was being very lazy. But yeah, thank you for the reminder. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt me to remember that. I don't think we'll get to one more, girls. I think by the time I do this, it'll be time to go. It's also really, really cold here. And I'm starting to get a bit clumsy. I don't know where that stamp went. Oh well, I'll have to have a look after. Plan B. Here's one that's never been used before. Fairly well used stamp. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Sue. You're very kind. I hope you have a lovely week and everything goes really, really well for you. Be kind to you and the person standing next to you. I'll talk to you next week, eh? That would be lovely. And on that note, see, I did get one thing finished here. I think that's kind of cute. I keep going the wrong way. There you go. I think that's sweet. I like that. Oh, thank you very much, Tanya. Yep, same space, same back channel. We'll see whether or not we can get on quicker than 45 minutes next week. I think we might have broken the YouTube record there. But you know what? We got there. So on that note, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. It's gone past 1:15, so I was too slow making this one to make a second one. But that's okay. It'll happen in another day. Thank you. I have done a couple of other things. I haven't just only done that but not many more than that, I'm afraid. Oh, dear. You take care. Be safe. Be kind. Be kind to the person standing next to you. And life will be a whole lot better. Thank you so much for coming in tonight and making it a good night. Keep Sue's channel active and keep it going. That's why we're here, and to keep each other company. So until next week, I'll see you. Take care. Bye.